Y'all know what it is, it's the mob. I made a previous video where I did a guide to Storm Collectible skeletons. They were all from Golden Axe and Mortal Kombat, and I just gotten 5 new dragons. I had to put all the dragons together and do the same type of video, the guide to dragons from Storm Collectibles. And once again, all the dragons are either from Golden Axe or Mortal Kombat. This is a standard box, all the recent dragons came in. The first dragon is a red dragon. There's 2 different releases of these. The first was just with the Axe Battler. It comes with the flame effect and flight stand for the flames. The second release was with 2 skeletons and the dragon with the Axe Battler. That was a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. Moving on to the blue dragon. Blue dragon came with Tyrus Flare. It came with the flame effect. With this dragon I really like the flame effect and the olive colored saddle. Here it is next to the blue skeleton. I think the pair really looks good together. The next dragon is the infamous chicken dragon. This one I have to admit, well, all the dragons are limited in articulation. You have to be careful when you're spreading the legs, and I know that sounds bad of the regular dragons, but with the chicken dragon, its legs are so thin, so once you're getting away, I wouldn't mess with it too often because I have a feeling that the joints are going to get loose. Tail is bendy, unfortunately the beak doesn't move. It's hard to get Gillis to stay on the dragon. It's possible because I've done it many times, it's just a matter of getting there. Next dragon is a black dragon. I really like his gold saddle. I think it would be more appropriate on the golden dragon, but I kind of like how they mixed it up. I like the way it looks with the black skeleton. And really the combination I like with the black dragon is with the gold skeleton. It looks pretty sharp. Next dragon is a gray dragon, and I'll show the comparison with the silver. I have no idea why they did a gray dragon. I think it would have been neat if they did a white one or green. I mean, why do gray and silver? It's kind of weird. But nevertheless, I do like the gray dragon. Moving on, and there's a tie between the golden dragon and the pink dragon that are my favorites out of the bunch. The gold is just, man, having it in hand and just the color to it is just perfect. It just looks so sharp. It's really nice. And unfortunately, the bad part about it is with the gold skeletons, it's just a different color of gold. That gold on the dragon is just so brilliant. It would have been nice to translate to the skeletons, but man, this dragon is nice. Getting to the pink dragon, it looks like it just jumped off the screen from the game. It's really brilliant and vivid. I like stuff like that. That's hot pink, neon. And unfortunately, he's next to the magenta, pink, red. I never know what to call the skeleton. It doesn't match up. It's a pretty good contrast, but man, the brilliance of this pink dragon is pretty amazing. Getting to the silver dragon, I really like how evil the silver dragon looks. It just looks totally menacing for some reason. And all the other ones, they look nice, but for some reason, it just catches the sculpt right, how it's supposed to in the silver. I didn't do a review for the Bad Brother in silver, but here he is. He's excellent too. I have to somehow incorporate all this into the shelf because they look great. And finally, the last 2 dragons. The green dragon came with Liu Kang with the original release, and that's from his fatality, and I'll show you a little picture on the screen. And I remember seeing this a couple years ago where they just had the mock-up sculpt. It might have been beyond that. It might have been 3 or 4 years. I just thought it was great. Man, I gotta have that, and I can't wait till it comes out. Problem with this guy, his leg joints are kind of loose. Hopefully, if you own him or you get him, his joints on his legs will be a lot tighter than mine. And he looks excellent with the red skeleton. And lastly is the gold transparent dragon that came with the special edition Liu Kang. He's cool. The only drawback about him is that you could see all his joints on the inside, every connecting point, and it really takes away from him being majestic fully. Those joints, and man, on some vinyl figures that are clear and you see the joints in them, it's just not for me. It really bothers me. Lastly, just a picture of them all together. But this is a guide to Storm Collectibles dragons. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's the mob.